Clark, two suspects, including a man believed to be the son of former Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe, have now been arrested after a shooting at a property in Hyde Park in Johannesburg. A gardener, we believe, was the victim. The pair, aged 28 and 33, face charges of attempted murder. They're due to appear in the Alexandra Magistrates Court. These are live pictures from the property in Hyde Park. SABC News reporter.
I was really trying to ignore this, but as the story develops and I see pictures and I'm like, this shit of a child has done it again. First, he was expelled from school, St. George's College, for gross indiscipline. I think they took him to another school. He was expelled. He's a child that even a school that didn't even want him, to a point that his rich parents, who used to own Zimbabwe, resorted to homeschooling. Grace Kazalanga la waboli tumbo straight. Anyway, the core of my recording today is that as these videos are circulating, there is two red flags that I saw and I was like, what the F is this? Red flag number one, I saw somebody that looked like Malcolm X, and as I look closer, it's verified. Malcolm X was at this crime scene. Malcolm X has a direct link to this guy, KT Molefe, who is in and out of court. And besides that, KT Molefe is one of the big 5 drug cartels in South Africa. Multiple mainstream outlets report that a Johannesburg businessman influencer known as Malcolm X admits that the day that KT Molefe was arrested, he called Godfrey Lebeya, who is the head of Hawks. And in addition to that, Malcolm X admits that he is close to a lot of generals in the police services in South Africa. He frames it as verifying legitimacy of the arrest of KT Molefe. There's police officers there trying to arrest KT Molefe, and Malcolm X is calling the generals. There is a public dispute over whether he was acting as a client intermediary or an informant type role. We do not know. Why this is a red flag? It signals that Malcolm X's proximity to law enforcement leadership at a sensitive moment in a high-profile case of KT Molefe, regardless of motive. Let's go to red flag number 2. As these videos are circulating, I see somebody who looks like Sage Kabonge. And I'm like, is that Sage Kabonge? And I realize, yes, it is this guy over here. This one is linked to Ket Matlala. Ket Matlala is already in Kokstad right now. Hardcore criminal who is also been identified as Big 5 cartel of South Africa. Sage Kabonge is also been linked with passing on money, large sums of money between Ket Matlala and General Sivia, who is the deputy national of the police services. And why am I mentioning all this? This shit of a child sits right in the middle of these two people. Now, these two people, Malcolm X and Sage Kabonge, showed up at this crime scene before the police were called. And now, by the time the police came, the gun that was used in the shooting has disappeared. Now, let's rewind back to 2017, the bizarre timeline. August 2017, Grace Mugabe was accused by Gabriella Angels for assaulting her with an electric cord in a Sentin hotel, where she had gone to visit the two Mugabe sons, Robert Jr. and this Chatunga. November 2017, early in November 2017, again, the shit of a child is seen on all over social media washing a Rolex watch with champagne. Later in 2017, guess what happens? Mugabe gets removed from the company called Zimbabwe. Now, the problem is the lifestyle funding question. This child is said to be living in a house that is in Hyde Park. Hyde Park, that's where President Ramaphosa lives. People like Julius Malema, they live there. And I think Maumela also lives there, somewhere close there. On the eve of the 2017 Zimbabwean coup, Chatunga was seen receiving 10 million rands. So we are wondering what company owns, where does he work? I mean, what kind of business is he doing in South Africa? We know that money was stolen from Zimbabwe to buy this property in Hyde Park. So just to say, Zimbabwean people are not stupid. Nothing lasts forever.
Or suspects are going to appear in court.
We are watching.
But of course, on that rap of attempted murder, we understand that the victim is still in a critical condition. So that's the latest that we have from here at the moment. This vehicle now seized by police is going to form part of the crucial parts of this particular investigation. But what we do understand is inside, you saw some of those sniffer dogs coming out. In fact, one of those sniffer dogs, we know a multidisciplinary team of the South African Police Service is inside. They're still combing the scene, wanting to find, of course, this firearm that was used in this particular incident. I think I'll give you a bit more later on once we get further details of what exactly is going to happen next. But this vehicle seized by police.